Hi guys, I'm here to bring you another video in Sons of the Forest, and today we're going to talk about building and some tips that you can use to make your building so much easier in Sons of the Forest. And the first one is, just like in the forest, trees fall and they break stuff. So we can work on knocking whatever way you're facing when the tree goes down. Start on this side, chop it out, then you go to this side. And whenever you're finished chopping, it'll fall where you were looking, so that if you make sure you don't have anything over that way. Second thing we're going to talk about is moving logs via the water, which is an awesome feature that they added. And if you chop the tree down just right, like I did here in the last clip, you can send the logs down the water, and if your encampment is down here, or your base, you can build a little dam like I've done here, and the logs will get caught. But one tip is, whenever you're in deeper water, you can't grab them. So if I was to get in here, you can't grab these logs. So make sure that you build your dam in a spot that you can stand, so that you can stand and grab the logs like this. Or you could have Kelvin do it. So that's one other good tip for, you know, I've cleared out quite a bit of the logs around here, so if I go up there, I can start having them sent down the river. So for those of you who have been wondering about the new building, you know, how you can change stuff and the easiest way to, you know, build, there's two different buttons down here on your mouse. The left click is to place the item, and C to pick it up. But if you right click, it gives you a different selection as to how you want to place it. So this way would be sticking it up like in a wall. And this way would be putting it down for like a foundation. So put that down. You can see the arrow right here that will snap that way, or I can place it right on top. So I can place it on top that way. Then that gives me the ability to chop them. If I left click, I can left click again and chop it, or I can right click and cancel, or I can pick it up and I can put it on the ground like another, or like, you know, if I was building a square or a foundation. So to build a wall, it snaps again. You see it's wanting to snap onto that log, so I can left click and place another log, and left click and place another log, and then it starts to give you the options to cut out windows and doors starting here. Left click would chop it out, but I can right click and cancel. So in order to make a window in the forest, it's pretty easy. This red will show up when you left click, and then you can left click again, and that'll knock out one, and then you can choose, maybe you want a 2-log window. There you go. So for a door, you do the same thing as a window. I've already knocked out 2 here for my window example. But if you knock out this one and this one, you can make a door size opening. And let me just grab something from over here. If you take a log and you put it in here. Oh, I need to cut out one more. You can put in a door, and if you put one more in there, one more half piece, it'll make a door for you. And then you can walk in and out. So in order to put a log up for a roof, you can put it kind of on an angle. You see how it's on an angle like that? You can see a little bit better there. So I can do that and left click it, and so it brings it down on an angle. And then see how it gives me that like up arrow? I can left click with another log and it props it up for me. And that's how you make the roof beam. So now we're on to stairs. So in order to build stairs, you put them down on an angle from the top, left click down on an angle, left click down on an angle, and then you get these split in half logs. You pick those up, you come over here and you see how that arrow is flat. I right click, it puts it on an angle. That's for a ramp, and this is for stairs. So we just start putting these in here, and it starts adding in our stairs for us. So in order to make walls in the forest, defensive walls or whatever you might be building them for, you can see I have it set on the upright mode. You can right click and switch it to the foundation mode, but I have it on upright mode. You can see if I try and place it close, it won't let me, but if I go out here, you can see there's a little white line connecting it. And if I place that, it is actually the perfect distance to connect them like that. Or if I'm wanting to make a defensive wall, I can place them next to each other like this. And then I can come over here, left click, and chop them into spikes. So in this peaceful world, I've been doing some experimenting. I'm sure you guys have been wondering what this ugly building was that I've been doing. But I've been wondering how big of an open span they would allow you to have. And from the building, it says 1, 2, 3. So there's a 3 open space with two pillars missing. So I wanted to ensure that, you know, that would be structural enough to build tall towers on. You can build a 3x3 room open, but it will not let you take out any more pillars after that. You can't have anything more open than a 3x3 without some kind of pillars. And just to ensure that it wouldn't like mess with any stability, I built a 5 tall tower on this. Here's an example of that ramp. I built a 5 tall tower on this just to make sure that, you know, nothing would fall if, you know, you take stuff out. Whatever they let you take out, you're allowed to remove. But keep in mind, if your base is only supported by, you know, a couple, you know, this area is only supported by 1, 2 logs, that if a cannibal or somebody comes in here and chops out these 2 logs, it could be a bad day. Well, thanks for watching, and if you guys have any more tips or any building strategies that you guys would like to share with everyone, leave them in the comments, and thank you for watching.